Furries ahoy! Welcome back. Psst! Huh? Me, over here. Come quickly. I'm in dire need of your assistance. The hell do you want? Just look over here. Over there. Who you ask? Who is not important? I am making things up as I speak. Pardon me. Who is not apparent? Is it not apparent of who I speak? Is her beauty not visible to thine eyes? Does her countenance not violently stir the deep dark waters of thine soul? I assume you're talking about the, well, forgive me for this, fox? Over that way? Not a fox per se, rather, a kitsune. A fox spirit, one could say. To put it simply, if somewhat elegantly. Oh, in that case, no. I see. Then it is just I on whom she has this intoxicating effect? That sounds about right. Anyway, do you really need help? I hope for your sake you didn't call me over here for this shit. Oh, yes. As you have no doubt surmised, I do indeed love this woman. J. Lindsay is her name. Unfortunately, she is unaware of these feelings I hold for her. I have written her this poem, you see, and I was wondering if you gentlemen could deliver it to her. I have tried time after time, but alas, I choke each time without fail. So if you could just walk this over to her and say it's from me, I would really appreciate it. Sirs? Sure, I would be glad to help. Thank you so much. Just take this over to her and return. I'll have a reward for you when you come back. It's not much. We don't have anything of particular worth here in Cesspool X, but I have some neo-shekels saved. I hope that'll do. We appreciate your generosity, Eric. And I yours. At any rate, here's the poem. Are you fucking kidding me, Balthios? We don't got time for this shit. It's a goddamn love letter. From a snail. If I recall, even a certain man with a far thicker shell than he wrote a few love letters in his time. Fine. Let's get this over with. Hurry up. Sure. But first, are you wondering at all how this poem goes? Nope. It just fascinates me. Anthropologically, how exactly is a love letter between a man surgically altered to become a snail and a woman altered to become a fox written? If, Charles, I decided to say, open it, you wouldn't. I'm not gonna tell the damn snail. I wonder if it reads like he talks, stirring the deep dark waters of your soul and all that shit. Just listen to him talk was bad enough. Well, here we go then. Perfect was our love, true was our passion. One touch from your beautiful hands left me feeling smashing. Tough break. Your snail friend's fucked. Charles, we need to do something. We cannot allow her to receive this letter. It's what he wrote. It's on him. Let's go. I can't do that, Charles. We are in a bit of a hurry, however. If it's what you would like to do, so be it. Deliver the letter. I just think it'd be a bit needlessly cruel. I was thinking we could help Eric out. I do not wish to tell him we read his poem. And if we could entirely avoid the conversation regarding its quality, I think that would be for the best. I was thinking that perhaps we could rewrite his poem for him. It would not be difficult to write something better than this, but it's up to you. You bet. Damn it. I guess we'll rewrite it. If I didn't, you'd just bring up some more shit about me writing poems for Maureen, huh? Perhaps. That's good enough. First thing we should do is ask the Kitsune some questions. Find out what her interests are, her likes and dislikes. Or not. It's funny how far away the best day of my life seems from here. What's that supposed to mean? Look at this place. It's a shithole. Literally. They said you should never be afraid to be yourself, but I guess that's only if you're like them. I wasn't. I wasn't like them at all, and look where I am now. Am I hiding from my life in the sewers? Well, you know what? I hid just as much when I was back up there, but I wasn't hiding from them. I was hiding from myself. You know what? I'd rather be hiding from them than me. Does that make any sense to you? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let me ask you something, Charles. What are you? Me? I'm Charles Barkley. I know that, but what are you? What are you deep down in the core of your soul? A baller. But when was the last time you played b-ball? Back before the purge? That was 12 years ago, Charles. I guess you're not really a baller then. You shut the fuck up. You have no right to say that shit. That's my point, though. Down here, I can always be who I really am. Turkey. And nobody can stop me. Sure, I'm hiding from them, but I'm not hiding from myself. Who? You? You're hiding from yourself. Every day you hear the gentle calling of that bumpy orange ball. You hear Spaulding quietly beckoning you. Barkley, bounce me. But you don't. You don't because of them. B-ball's in your blood, Barkley. But you don't admit it because you don't want to. You're hiding from yourself. You're wrong. So be it, Barkley. Maybe I am. See that dog and Nikes over there? I've only seen him talk out of character, OOC, once. He sure loves his bones, though. I bet if you got him a really delicious bone, he'd talk to you. Maybe he'd even give you give you those sweet kicks. Those Nikes. I gotta get those Nikes. I don't know who he's talking about. Possibly him. They seem like a pair. Let's get on with the quest we were given. Hello? You're Jay Lindsay, right? Ah, yes, that's me. And what's your name? Barkley. And this is Ballfields. Well, hello then, Barkley. Hello, Ballfields. Welcome to Cesspool X. It's a tiny little town, but I hope you guys enjoy it here as much as we do. Thank you. We appreciate that. Listen, we're new here and wanted to get to know some people in town. Could we maybe ask a few questions and see what you're all about? Sure thing. I love getting to know people. Great. Okay then. Barkley here will ask you a few questions. Bring them on. Oh, okay. Your interest. I'm interested in what most of my friends here are interested in. Animals. I love animals so much. As you can see, I even wanted to become one. That's how much I love animals. I love petting animals, talking to animals, and being nearby animals. Also, I'm a kitsune. I enjoy hunting animals. I do not eat them. I'm a strict vegetarian. I love animals too much. But I am a foxy, and what foxies love to do is hunt. So I like to find little animals and sneak up at them and pounce on them and wrestle with them and let them go. I love animals so much, I even love hunting animals. Nicely though. How do you describe yourself? What am I like? That's a tough one. Just kidding. I am like a person that likes animals. A lot. Back when I was a norm like yourself, way back before the B-ball nut, I worked at a zoo. It was a really nice one. I felt so bad about the animals being in cages, but I loved them so much. And it was the only place I could see them. So in retrospect, I'm definitely sorry about working there and perpetuating that terrible industry of animal slavery. But I loved working there while I was working there. Because I love animals. I loved animals so much that they had me clean up droppings from the cages because I was the only one there who loved animals enough to do it. So there you go, that's what I'm like. How do you like Cesspool X? How do I like Cesspool X? The question should be, how do I love Cesspool X? And I would say a lot. I love Cesspool
Cesspool X because there's nobody to hurt us down here. And I also love it because there are so many people like me down here. People like Frank and Zolotar and Chip and like Eric. People that share my ideals and viewpoints and passions. But most of all, I love Cesspool X because so many people down here are really, really good friends. That's all.
Thank you, Lindsay. You have been a great help.
You're welcome. Helping's one of this Kitsune's favorite things to do.
I hope that's enough information to write a halfway decent poem with. Let's retire elsewhere and compose this.
Hurry up, you've been writing that for an hour.
Patience, Barkley. Good art takes time. I might as well show you that. Show you what I have, however. Here you are. Hark, I call upon thee, Muse, to grant me thus the ability of all great bards that is to use your gifts of poetry. O Muse, grant me words as that I need to speak of such beauty as she. I'm in bondage, aching to be freed by the beauty I speak of. J. Lindsay.
Honestly, Balthios, that's probably worse than Left Me Feel Smashing.
I haven't written in a while. I apologize.
Don't worry. If we can just fill it with that shit we learned she's into, she'll probably like him more than the other one.
I hope so. Anyway, after this, I have a few fragments I need help with. I have the beginnings of some lines, but I need you to make suggestions for the ends.
Data analysis complete.
Huh?
What are you going on about, Vince? What you talking about, Vince? I have compiled the information gathered from J. Lindsay, ready to assist in poem creation. You actually listened to us talk about that shit?
Correct. Vince, can you step away for a moment?
Affirmative.
Barkley, I didn't mean to put Vince down or anything, but...
What now?
He's a robot, Barkley. I don't think he knows anything about love. So take any of his suggestions with a grain of salt. Whatever. Let's just get this over with this already. Alright, Vince. Any suggestions you have are appreciated. Here's the first part. I ask that she envelops my fragile heart, and with her magic mends it cracks. I ask that we grow old and never apart, and that she... And that's where I'm stuck, so tell me what you like here.
Well... Nothing particularly interesting, except for the obvious one. Yeah, and that she enjoys hunting small prey.
You do remember that little talk we had earlier?
Just do it.
Okay then. Now after those first three stanzas, A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, and E, F, E, F, I will, as is fitting according to the hollow traditions of post-cyberpop-apocalyptic sonnet, I conclude with two couplets in GG and HH.
I really don't give a damn how your poetry works, but go ahead.
Never before I've met one so fair, or who...
Yeah, or who does not mind animal feces so much.
I think Vince does not understand the fine art of subtlety. Subtlety. It's good enough for me. Fine. Okay, finally, this is the last line. More than wonders of the world, I love her.
Yeah, I love her and her friends in Cesspool X.
That doesn't flow with the previous line at all. But it doesn't look like you're too enthusiastic while thinking up another line. You got that right. I suppose we're finished. Are you happy with the way the poem is now? We can start over and go through the lines again if you'd like.
Yeah, we could. But my 15-minute limit is up. Darn YouTube. Taking away my benefits. See you next episode.